Hi, I'm Philip, founder of Blockli. If you run a WordPress business, you probably know this feeling. Your site is generating activity every single day, users are signing up, content is being published, orders are coming in, your CRM is collecting contacts, your community is producing discussions, but understanding what's actually happening across all of that data is still surprisingly manual. You jump from plugin to plugin, dashboard to dashboard, tab to tab, trying to piece together what's going on. And while your site is producing data every day, you're still doing the work of connecting the dots yourself. And now on top of that, every founder is hearing the same message. Use AI, move faster, automate more, adopt AI or get left behind. And now the conversation is shifting again. It's no longer just about AI chatbots, it's about AI agents. Agents that can reason, analyze information, remember context, and even take action on your behalf. And honestly, they are the future of software. They are faster, agents. They are cheaper, and in many cases more reliable. But here's the problem. For most founders, especially inside a WordPress stack, actually adopting AI in a real way is still unclear. Because once you move beyond the hype, you hit the reality. To build an enterprise-grade AI setup today, you suddenly find yourself dealing with things like APIs, infrastructure, memory systems, to orchestration, automation, pipelines, agents, and data pipelines. And that's before you even get to the question of how all of these plugs into WordPress. Most founders don't want to become AI engineers, and you shouldn't. They don't want to stitch together 6 tools, manage fragile workflows, or build some complicated stack just to make AI useful inside their business. They just want AI to actually help them run things better. So we set out to build AI for non-technical founders. No code, no complex setup, no infrastructure headaches. We built Blockli Assistant to feel so intuitive that by using it, you naturally start becoming more AI native. Not by studying theory, but by actually working with AI inside the software you already use. And WordPress is one of the best places to make that real. Because if you think about it, your WordPress site already contains a huge amount of business intelligence. Your users are active, your content is growing, and your store is generating orders. Your plugins are collecting data, your CRM, learning management system, community tools, and forms are all creating signals every single day. But most of that intelligence is trapped. You still manage it manually. You jump from plugin to plugin, dashboard to dashboard, tab to tab. So while your site is producing data every single day, you're still doing the work of collecting or connecting the dots yourself. That's the gap we wanted to solve. What if your WordPress admin has his own assistant? One that actually understands your site, your tools, your users, and your workflows. That's Blockli Assistant. And instead of me explaining how it works, I'm going to let Blockli show you itself. Blockli, take it away.
Hi, I'm Blockli, your AI assistant for WordPress. I'm excited to walk you through how Blockli works and how it can turn your WordPress site into an intelligent system powered by AI agents. In this demo, I'll show you how you can ask questions about your WordPress data, deploy specialized AI agents, automate engagement and workflows, and activate Pulse agents that can scale across thousands of users automatically. Let's get started. Once the plugin is installed and activated, you'll see the Blockli Assistant section inside your WordPress admin. Opening the dashboard takes you straight into the Assistant interface. Everything in Blockli revolves around a simple idea: conversation as the control layer for your site. Instead of navigating through dozens of plugin settings and reports, you can simply ask questions or give instructions. The assistant understands the structure of your WordPress site, your plugins, your users, and your data, and it can help you act on it immediately. The AI chat interface. This is where you'll spend most of your time, the chat interface. Think of it as a conversation with someone who understands everything happening on your WordPress site. Blockli surfaces suggested prompts at the top of the chat based on the agents and capabilities available on your site. These prompts help you quickly discover what the assistant can do. For example, you might ask, "Who are my most active members this week?" The assistant can immediately analyze your activity data and return a ranked list of users based on engagement. You'll see details like their activity counts, last seen timestamps, and participation patterns. Now let's take that one step further. Because the assistant remembers context from previous responses, you can follow up naturally. For example, draft a re-engagement email for the top 3 inactive users from that list. The assistant will take the users from the previous result and generate a personalized message you can send to bring them back into the community. This ability to maintain context is what makes the system feel less like a search tool and more like a true assistant. The admin chat widget Blockli isn't limited to the main chat screen. The assistant is available everywhere inside your WordPress admin through a floating chat widget. This widget is also plugin context aware. That means when you're working inside another plugin, like Fluent CRM or WooCommerce, the assistant understands where you are and what data is available. If you're inside Fluent CRM, the assistant knows it's working with CRM contacts and email activity. If you're inside WooCommerce, it understands orders, customers, and product data. You can open the widget and ask questions directly from that page without leaving your workflow. If the conversation becomes more complex, you can expand the widget into the full chat interface. The conversation continues seamlessly without losing context. Another important feature is web push notifications. You don't need to stay inside the chat window waiting for responses. You can ask the assistant a question, continue working elsewhere in WordPress, and when the response is ready, you'll receive a notification. This makes it possible to treat AI more like a background collaborator rather than a tool that requires constant attention. Now let's talk about one of the most powerful parts of the system, AI agents. Agents are specialized AI workers trained to handle specific tasks. Each agent has its own capabilities and responsibilities. Some focus on engagement analysis, others on automation, marketing insights, moderation, or workflow management. Inside the agent management screen, you can see all the agents currently available on your site. You can enable them, configure them, or create your own. Creating a custom agent is simple. You give the agent a name, define what tools it can access, and write a short description explaining what it should do. This description acts as the system prompt that defines the agent's expertise. Once the agent is saved, it becomes immediately available inside the assistant. You can then interact with it in chat or include it in automation workflows. Blockli also includes a system called Event Bridge. Event Bridge connects WordPress events to AI-powered workflows. This means that whenever something happens on your site, like a user registering, a purchase being completed, or a course being finished, the assistant can react automatically. You simply choose the trigger event, select the action you want the system to take, and save the workflow. For example, you might trigger a workflow when a new user registers. The system could automatically analyze that user profile, generate a personalized welcome message, and send it using one of your integrations. This allows your site to move from simple automation to AI-assisted decision-making. One of the most powerful ideas behind Blockli is that AI doesn't have to work one conversation at a time. It can scale across your entire community simultaneously. Pulse agents take automation even further. Instead of reacting to a single event, they continuously monitor your community and engage users over time. When you activate a Pulse agent, Blockli automatically attaches one AI agent to every user that matches your selected audience. For example, if you target a Buddy Boss group with 2,000 members, enabling the Pulse agent effectively deploys 2,000 individual engagement agents, one for each user. Each agent operates independently, watching engagement signals like activity levels, participation patterns, and inactivity periods. And when the system detects that a user may need attention, it can automatically generate and send outreach messages designed to bring them back into the community. It's like having an AI community manager for every single member of your platform. Pulse agents effectively act as a scalable nurture system for your community. Pulse actions are slightly different. While Pulse agents focus on individual users, Pulse actions focus on your site as a whole. They run scheduled AI analyses of your data and generate insights automatically. For example, a Pulse action might run every morning to analyze the previous day's activity and send you a summary of engagement trends. You might receive a report highlighting which discussions were most active, which users drove the most participation, and which groups may need attention. Instead of manually reviewing reports, the assistant proactively surfaces insights for you. Blockli also supports integrations with external services. For example, Twilio integration allows the assistant to send SMS messages as part of outreach campaigns or automated workflows. These integrations extend the assistant's capabilities beyond WordPress. allowing it to communicate with users through multiple channels. Data management. Another important area is data management. Because AI systems often analyze large volumes of information, Blockli gives you full control over the stored data. You can clear cached datasets, reset analytics data, or refresh the assistant's memory if needed. This ensures the system stays accurate and responsive over time.
As you work inside Blockli, the interface is designed to be both flexible and transparent. You can easily switch between light mode and dark mode depending on your preference. Whether you're working during the day or late at night, the experience stays clean, consistent, and easy on the eyes. On the right-hand side, just below your conversation history, you'll find your token usage graph. This gives you a real-time view of how many tokens you've consumed over the month, along with your plan limits and usage trends over time. So you always know exactly how your AI usage is evolving. And one of the most important features built into Blockli is observability. At the top of each conversation, you'll notice an information icon. When you click it, it opens a detailed view of what the agent is doing behind the scenes. You can see the tools being called, the data being processed, and how the response is being generated step by step. This means you're never working with a black box. You have full visibility into how your agents think, what they use, and how they arrive at their outputs, which makes it easier to trust the system, debug workflows, and fine-tune your agents over time. Because when AI is helping run your business, transparency isn't optional, it's essential.
And that brings us to the end of the demo. I can't wait to meet you inside WordPress and start helping you run your site more intelligently. Now, I'll hand things back to Philip. Hey Phil, take it away.
Thanks, Blockli. So that's a walkthrough of Blockli Assistant. What makes this system unique isn't just the AI. Rather, it's how the AI is integrated directly into the WordPress workflow. Instead of building a complex AI stack from scratch, you can simply install the plugin and start working with intelligent agents right away. You can ask questions about your site's data, automate engagement, create AI-powered workflows, and deploy agents that help manage your community or store at scale. But it doesn't stop with WordPress, because Blockli runs inside WordPress, but it isn't limited to WordPress. Because agents can use external tools and APIs, you can connect Blockli to other platforms as well. For example, you could create a Shopify agent, give it access to your Shopify API, and suddenly you have a Shopify store manager running directly inside your Blockli Assistant environment. The same idea applies to any platform that supports API integrations. So Blockli becomes more than just an assistant for WordPress. It becomes a central place where AI agents can interact with different systems that power your business. The goal is simple: to turn your WordPress admin into a system that doesn't just store data, but actually understands it and helps you act on it. So if you're curious to explore Blockli Assistant, you can download the plugin and start using it today. And if you have ideas for new agents and automations and features, we genuinely love to hear from you. Blockli is built alongside founders and builders like you and myself. And so I'm looking forward to going on this journey with you. Thanks for watching, and welcome to the future of AI-powered WordPress and agent-driven software.